So ma'am, so can you just tell us like which, so the NAS you told is primarily based on learning outcomes, right?
Right.
NCERT defined learning outcomes. So when it comes to language, can you please tell us like which are the learning outcomes tested in language?
Yes, sir, sure. Now, we will see NAS tested learning outcomes in class 3 language. If you see this slide, you can observe this learning outcomes description and average score of AP and all. So, if you see this, clearly they have mentioned about learning outcomes code and description and average score. They have taken only 2 learning outcomes in class 3 type of.
Okay, so what is the yellow code? L304 means what?
Yes,
How
sir,
do we read
sure.
that?
I'll describe about this. Here the LO code is showing, for example, L304 in the top line. L is for language and 3 is for class 3 and 04 is the learning outcome of that particular reading comprehension learning outcome.
So the serial
So,
number of the
serial
learning
number
outcome?
of, yeah,
Okay, it's the
serial
fourth learning outcome in
fourth
class
learning.
3 in language.
Sure, sir.
Oh,
Fourth learning outcome of class 3 language.
So L301, 302 and 303 were not tested, you mean in
Yeah,
in
they
last
have more
class.
focused, they have taken this learning outcome and they have given the type of question based on this learning outcome, whether the students are able to do this or not. So, they have tested in this learning outcome only. So, they have given types of questions in this learning outcome. So, our average score of AP is 79%, sir. So, let us see the passage that they have given in NAS. So, if you see this passage, they have selected the passage with a small title, No One Plays With Me. Let us see which type of questions they are giving, because if you see those questions, types of questions, we are very much, if you see this passage, you will be able to know which type of questions that National Achievement Survey is giving. So, let us see the passage here. They have given this passage and then they have given 4 or 5 questions. Here if you see this question, why do you think no one plays with Raju? There are 4 options. Children did not like him, children were angry with him, Raju was new to school, Raju had a fight with them. See here, if you go to the previous slide, there is nowhere in this passage the answer is given.
Can you please read out the passage for us, ma'am? Like,
you want to read out the passage?
Yeah.
Okay. There was still time for the school to get over. All the children were playing. A boy named Raju also went to play with them, but no one played with them. He felt bad about it. In a short while, the bell rang. All the children went home. Raju also came home. He did not feel like doing anything. His mother asked him, "Why are you so sad?" He said, "No one plays with me, mummy." Mother said, "Don't be sad. Tomorrow, ask your friends to let you play with them." Next day, Raju went to school and told his friends, "I also want to play with all of you." His friends held his hands and took him to the playground. He also started playing with them. He was very happy that day. See, you don't find any answer in that passage.
Yes, exactly.
What the children has to do is they have to go through the passage thoroughly to draw a conclusion why no one plays with Raju. So, they have to be thorough with the passage. That
So
is the,
is it a beyond stated fact kind of question, ma'am?
that is what. It is not there in the passage. So, they have to think on their own and then they have to draw the conclusion. So, beyond the stated fact, you can say that. So, if you see this 5th class, NAS tested learning outcomes in class 5. So, here they have also tested in these 2 learning outcomes in class 5. Average score of AP is 64 and in learning outcome 508 it is 68. So, I am taking one advertisement because low performing learning outcome is that. So, let us see our children will be able to read the advertisement or newspaper clippings or anything. So, I have taken a advertisement from NAS old previous paper. So, if you observe this advertisement, there are some description, clearly it is described like this and then the question is like this: how can one get Firki magazine as a gift? And articles written by children get published on my page. which is the correct question for the above statement. That means children has to frame a question by looking by going through that advertisement. And how can one get Firji magazine as a gift? They need to find out the reason how they will get a gift as a Firji magazine and all. So, this kind of questions they are giving in a national achievement survey. So, if you go through this kind of questions, then you will come to know how well you can train your students with respect to this assessment surveys and all.
Okay. So, now that finishes our discussion, like what was tested in NAS and what kind of questions were asked, right? So, shall we also now move on to SLAS, ma'ams?
Yes.
Like student level achievement survey.
Sure, sir. Student learning achievement survey.
Yeah.
So, this is something which is conducted by our state. This is the first time our state has taken an initiative to conduct student learning achievement survey. For the past 2 years we are conducting this SLAS. 2016-17 we have started, and now 2017-18 also we have conducted this SLAS. So, if you go through the slide, you will come to know this is the state government conducted survey. This 2 cycles we are conducted 2016-17 and 17-18 for the classes 4, 6 and 9, and they have conducted in languages and mathematics. And what is the speciality of SLAS is, here they are focusing on skill areas. Instead of learning outcomes in national achievement survey, here we are focusing on skill areas. They are both one and the same, but here the more focus is towards skill areas. And the speciality of special features of SLAS I want to share with you. So, here SLAS is scientifically designed testing cycle. So, detailed scientific process was going on to test development, and supported by curriculum checking and review was happened and everything, and specially assembled question paper. So, this question paper was tested previously, and then their main focus is towards conceptual understanding, whether our students understood the concepts very well or not, and application based questions they are giving. And in mathematics, reasoning ability, critical thinking and problem solving is also they are testing. So, and one more feature is language writing task. They have given language writing task, they have given pictures, and students they are asked to students to write down their own description by looking at the pictures. And short story writing also we have tested last year, you remember. So, and one more thing is here knowledge and ability benchmarks, they are giving benchmarks also. And then analysis, deep item wise analysis they are giving using item response theory, and individual district report cards are also they are releasing. These are the salient features of SLAS. Actually, this is the initiative that we have, the Andhra Pradesh has taken under Vidya Vikasam project. We would like to thank our Commissioner Madam to take, she has taken this initiative to launch this project, and under this project our assessment cell team are working vigorously on student learning achievement survey also. So, if you see this focused skill areas in student learning achievement survey, they have mainly focused on 6 major skill areas. The description is, first skill they have tested whether the students reads, understands and writes words properly, that is related to vocabulary, uses words appropriately, and reads, understands and writes sentences, whether the students will be able to understand and write the sentences, which comes under reading comprehension, and reads, test and comprehends stated facts and beyond stated facts that you have stated previously, beyond stated facts, in between the lines and between the lines. And creative writing, that I have already discussed with you, language writing task, that means creative writing, whether they will be able to write on their own by looking at the picture that they have given and all this. So, let us see the performance, skill performance in Andhra Pradesh in SLAS. So, here if you see this slide, you are looking in 2 colors, no? Green color and blue color. green indicates government school performance and blue color indicates private school performance, children performance. So, if you see this, our government school children are performing well, but in some areas they are lagging behind. So, if you see this, both government schools and private schools, they are not, they needs more improvement in beyond stated facts only.
The bottom one, the last one.
Yeah, bottom one, beyond stated facts. Let us see the when compared to the performance compared to the previous year, the skill performance of 2016-17 and 17-18. If you compare these 2 years, both government and private schools are performing well, but there is a slight improvement in the performance levels, not drastic improvement, but slight improvement. But unfortunately, our children are lagging behind the beyond stated facts only. That means, children were not able to read complete passage and draw conclusions. So, we have to focus more on that particular aspect with respect to reading comprehension.
So, this is a comparison of 4th class students, right?
Yes,
so
yes sir.
In 2016-17 we tested only 4th class students.
4th class.
2017-18.
Because I am talking about primary education, so now my focus is only on 4th class. Maybe in another sessions you will see, in secondary sessions you will see 6th and 9th class also. So, when you see this district comparison, in NAS we have already seen class wise district comparison. Here in this class 4, we are looking into how the districts are performing. So, if you see this slide, see there are 5 colors you are looking into: blue, green, yellow, red and black. So, I am talking about, I will give you a small example so that you will understand the slide completely. For example, top performance are there in our 10% of top performance students are there in our state. Let us take the example of. So, top performing students are more in Kadapa when compared to Vijayanagaram. That means, students, top 10 performing students are more in Kadapa compared to Vijayanagaram. If you see the black color, that means students who need improvement, who needs more improvement are more in Vijayanagaram. More in Vijayanagaram, less in Kadapa. That means, we need to focus on students who needs more improvement. Understood?
So, you mean, so in Vizianagaram we have around
60%
60% of the students who are performing poorly?
Poorly.
Okay.
That means, we need to focus on that. That is the reason why remediation Jnanadhara programs are initiated in our state, because when these surveys are giving results like this, there is immediate initiation was taken regarding remedial teaching, because students who are performing poorly are more number in our state. So, Kadapa is the top, Kadapa, West Godavari, Krishna are performing well when compared to remaining other districts. They are in top 3 position, but all the districts need to focus on remedial teaching also along with the regular teaching.